It's Tuesday, a week before Christmas. 53070. This trailer was a little dirty, I had to wipe it down. It was so dirty that you couldn't even see the blinkers on the side. I quickly wiped down the rims, but I could do better. Once I get out of here, we'll see what I could do with this trailer, how long I'll have it. Well, it's keeping straight, got a couple scratches here and there. But I gotta go to, everybody's probably guessing, ND Papers, Wisconsin Rapids. So I got it all strapped down. Well, that's it. Let's see what kind of runs I have this week. See if I will be the last one to come back, but we'll see. Well, this is 53370. I gotta dress these tires, finish cleaning these rims up. We're going to ND Papers. I know I'll get a little dusted, but this whole side here was just full of mud, caked. At least I wiped that down, so at least I got some emblems. Nice little scratch. Yeah. Well, it's all about hitting the road. Doesn't look like rain. It's about 20 degrees outside. Typical. End of December. It's not February yet, so hope everybody's bundled up and going through the winter without cabin fever. Okay, back at the yard. That's it for 53070. I have to drop this one off and then pick up a trailer at the warehouse. And it's already loaded. I gotta go to Madisonville, Kentucky. And once I got done with ND Papers, I dead haul back. But I gotta clean this trailer out. They swept it out, but I do a little bit better. It's all about getting this one all cleaned out, dropped and hook, drop the paperwork off, and then get over to the warehouse. It's right down the street, and pick up another trailer, and then shoot over to Kentucky. I got about 7 hours on my log, so I get pretty good. It's about 8.5 hour drive, so at least I'll get close. But it's getting to be the night owl shift. It's about 7 o'clock at night. I got there about 2, and they finally unloaded me about 5 hours later. A lot of hurry up and wait today. Okay. This is trailer 53061. Looks a lot cleaner than the last one I had. Looks straight. Got some rust on these rims. Looks like this corner light's out. Yeah, that corner light's out. Wonder if the other corner light's good. Yep, this one's working. That's too bad. Gotta get that fixed. Alright, looks like the bills are here. All I have to do is put these straps on here and hit the road. Alright, that looks good. All strapped down. Five 53061. I think I pulled this one before. Get that lock on here. There's no seal, so you better lock it. Alright. Looks like I'm ready to hit the road. Slid the axles up. That looks good. Tires need to be dressed. Rims need to be wiped down. But looks good for nighttime driving. I'll drive for about 7 hours. Get me over to Kentucky. See what it should be. Looks like it's beginning to look like Christmas out here. Yeah. There's the fire department's right here. This guy's got it all set up. Huh. Alright, I'll get back to work. It's Tuesday night. We'll see if I'm home for Christmas. Here's a truck for you guys to look at. Strips, we call them soft sides. Looks like he really worked on it. Frame all stretched out, painted purple. Straight pipes. 379 Peterbilt. Soft sides, dump valve for the back axle. Looking good for the holiday season. Other than that, I'm at this rest area. Couple hours to my delivery. Went ahead and wiped everything down. It's about 50 degrees down here. It's better than Wisconsin in the 20s. Gotta clean up these rims. There's a lot of rust on there. That looks a lot better. Even the mud flaps. But I gotta fix that corner light. Get that done. This rust here was really bad. But do the best you can. As long as it looks good going down the road. This Wednesday, see how it works out. It's all cleaned up. Doesn't look like rain, so I'm good. So it should look real good going down the road. There, get out of the bubble look. That looks alright going down the road. Going down with pride. All the way to Kentucky. Only a couple hours away. I do my 10 hours here at this rest area. It's a big one, so we had enough room. Work show truck. Yeah, the soft sides are looking sweet these days. Alright, back on the road. Let's go to Kentucky. Alright, I'm in Madisonville, Kentucky. The receiving's closed. It'll be open in the morning. But I'm one of the regulars, so it's all about hitting the dock, slide the axles back, chalk it. Looks like they got new chocks. The other ones were pretty well destroyed. These look a lot better. In this place you gotta chalk both sides. Well, it's 5:30 in the afternoon here. It's dark already. Looks like they did have some rain. I saw some puddles. Well, this is where I'll sleep. It'll wake me up in the morning. But it's a quiet place. It's all family here, so it's really nice. Oh, we still have the broken one here. Oh well. One thing when you go to loading docks, you gotta watch out for these pins here. These are those seals that go on the door. You break them off with the bolt cutters, but they end up in your tires. So you gotta make sure you watch that. That way you don't get them in your tire. It's a common thing. Running them over and they end up in your tire. And you gotta get them plugged. Alright. They just get a load of cardboard. And we'll see what kind of backhaul they give me. But it's Wednesday, so Thursday I unload, and then we'll see what we have. It's about 8.5 hours back, so it's good to come right here so I get all my hours when I leave. Alright, I'll see you all Thursday morning. Alright, I'm empty now. I get to go to Crafts in Champaign. It's Thursday. It's a drop and hook, so this trailer's gonna go over there. At least I got a lot of the rust off these rims. And slide the axles back or forward. This rim here was really bad. I just steel wooled it. You have to make sure it's all wet first before you steel wool it. If not, you mess with the wax and the paint. It's almost like wet sanding in a way. But steel wool usually gets all that surface rust off the paint. Oh, it looks good going down the road. Skies look a little different in front of me. If I can get underneath it, in front of it, should be alright. And they're striping the ionosphere over there. And then that canopy's over. Good old wireless power. Nobody knows. If you go to my anomalies playlist, it'll pretty well tell you. Looking at this rest area. We got this at the other Illinois rest area too. But it looks like it's really worn down. Oh, we could try to figure it. Oh, it looks like a plow. Yeah. It's a little different. Guess you'll stand on that instead of sitting. And then you're turning the top one to turn the blade. The front tire is a little messed up. It's pulled by a tractor or a horse. Whatever they're doing here. Got the spring here. Alright, so that turns this so it goes sideways. Yeah, you're turning the steering itself. So you got one bar on the bottom that pivots. Well, this one swings it over so it's going sideways. Somebody figured this one out. Adam Leaning Wheel Grader. Number 8. A wheel grader. That's neat. Chain drive. It's all mechanical. No hydraulics. It's all about turning. So the middle one, the vertical, is all about turning it sideways. And then the top one, the horizontal, is all about turning this chain that turns this blade. And that's how they do it. Okay. And this is where you stand. Oh, there's another wheel here. Okay, so that wheel moves the blade. So the other one's all mainly moving this wheel. So it's turned so it goes sideways. A lot into this one. It's all geared. So this one here, this crank turns this wheel. And the other crank trying to think of it that because he turns the wheel and moves it right and left. That's what that does, is it moves this whole back wheel to the right or left. And then that's the steering arm. So this one here moves it right and left. So it turns it right and left, and then the base itself can pivot to right and left. And then those two do the same to the front, where you got the pivot here to go right and left. That'd be for the steering. Oh, I see, for the angle. It's actually tilting it. So it's tilting right and left. And this one here is for the steering part. Wow, somebody really has to go to school on this one. And then you got these two cranks. So you actually have these wheels here on the right and left, these big ones you gotta do. That's pivoting the blade itself. And then you have these two cranks, right and left. And then you got the front crank and the bottom itself. And then you got this crank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 controls on this. And you gotta know exactly how to do it. Alright, I think what they got now is a lot better than this, but that's what this is in this rest area, a grader, a road grader. That's neat. Adams Leaning Wheel Grader. It's all about leaning. Alright, that's a little different. That's you got in the Illinois rest area here on I-74. I'm in Liquid Waste Management, Watertown. It's December 22nd, Friday. I gotta wait for this guy to pull out. Once he pulls out, I get that one door. All because of its glass. When it comes to these barrels, they have all the A1 sauce and ketchup. And that's all waste. Probably expired. But it's a lot better now than summer because you got millions of flies. It's just never ending. All this liquid waste. They got recycling for everything these days. This place always smells, but in the winter it's a lot easier. It's not so dusty either. But it's Friday. We'll see what the rest of the day they're gonna give me here. Hurry up and wait. Alright, I'm in American Packing. This is DeForest, Wisconsin. And I gotta go to Kenosha with this one. It's noon, so we'll see if I can get there before it closes. But it's a short run. DeForest is just north of Madison. So, looks like a drizzly day. Well, we'll see how this works out. And then Kenosha, we'll see if they can just dead haul me back to the yard and I'm done for the Christmas vacation, I hope. Alright, I'm loaded now. Let's see what they gave me. Oh, it's a surprise. Looks like it's 110 miles to Kenosha from here. Oh, look at that. Okay, well, it looks like I'll slide the axles all the way up. American Packing. I got a couple singles on here. Yeah, I gotta slide it all the way up. There's no scales, but I'm also do it right. I gotta make sure I put it on the top so it doesn't damage the product. But when the teeth start wearing down and this falls, it starts getting sloppy because these teeth here get all worn down. You put a seal inside, it's got a groove, and you put the seal in like that, and that keeps this out and pulls against it, so you can get at least, because you can see how it bows, starts wearing down, it'll start skipping on you. So you just take an old seal and put it in this way, and it'll keep this towards the teeth. That's an old trick to do that. And always stay there, always slide in there because it's locked in the groove here. That's the way it should be. Alright, it's time to go to Kenosha. Slide the axles up, put the seal on, and away I go. This is a new place I noticed on the Google map. It just shows dirt. It looks like a brand new place. Alright, put seal on. Alright, looking good. Alright, slide the axles up, and away I go to Kenosha. They said they got 4 more trucks, and they're going to be closed for 4 days here. They get a long vacation. Alright, I'm in Kenosha. It's actually, they list it as Pleasant Prairie on the GPS. But this is Gumbo. This is where they make gummy bears. It's a brand new place. But we'll see what I have next. It's raining pretty good. It started raining when I was just south of Milwaukee. Now it's pretty well pouring out. But still got a little bit of a clean truck. It's just getting washed right now. Once I get the yard, I'll wipe everything down, but it's nice to have a nice free truck wash. That's the right way to go. Alright, back at the yard. Looks like another truck is here sleeping. Oh, that's it for 6095. It's a good refrigerated. Used as a dry van. Filled up the reefer tank. It's Friday. It's about 5:30 at night. But looks like I just came back empty, so that's good. A little quiet. Well, it looks like I get some days off. I was very surprised. Usually they want me somewhere on the 26th, so you have to leave on Christmas. But I do have to work Tuesday. Looks like they got me a run going to ND Papers. That's the beginning of that week on a Tuesday. We'll see where they take me. But I hope everybody has a good Christmas holiday. And make sure you don't have cabin fever at the end of the holiday season. We went through so much rain. Once I get over the tractor area, I'll go ahead and wipe everything down. Well, at least I got my free truck wash. Everything else is all about dressing the tires and wiping everything down. Make it look good. I'll just sit here for 3 days. So it's a good truck at night. That's the way I like it. Got that orange copper look. Penny, it's a good name for this truck. I hope everybody has a safe holiday. And watch out when you're on the road. And remember how precious life is.